Hey team, how are you? Well, I'm here getting ready for September. What? It's July 16. Well, yes, we have barely a little over 120 days, working days to finish the year. So I had this very amazing call with my coach, Kate Fairchild, yesterday. And we talked about a lot of the concepts that you and I usually talk in our calls. Remember that she's going to be hosting a group call on July 24th, which is a Wednesday, a week from today. So you already have the schedules. It's almost mandatory for you to participate. We have to take an opportunity of this wonderful coach taking time of her schedule for my wonderful team, which she almost never does. So I am working on the traits of a top producer. Would you like to know which are the traits of a top producer? I know that you would. And we have been talking about this a lot. But first, I would like to say a little something. I am reading this amazing book with one of you. I'm not going to say who, you will know who you are. And we're talking about why or what stops us from getting things done. And usually what stops us from getting things done is congruency and coherency with our thoughts and actions so far. It says here that you are the problem and you are the solution. So we need to make a little tweak, change from the inside out. Remember, all change has to be from the inside out. So it's a really good change, right? So I'm totally committed to each one of you to making this your best year ever and to close really, really smart and making all this money that we all deserve. And remember that we are in a long-term relationship for coaching and to make money, because you joined coaching not to do things your way, but to find another way. And this is what we're doing. So let me share my screen with you to share with you the traits of a top producer. So here we talk about what is a major responsibility of a CEO of a company. What do you think? All these are open-ended questions for you, right? And it'll be amazing. I will send this to you and you can print it out and write your answers. What is your major responsibility as CEO of your own company? Remember, each of you is the CEO of your own company. And we all get up every morning unemployed. So we have to do what we need to do to make those actions to have that money. Remember, we are not in a business with a flexible schedule. You want a flexible schedule, you will get a flexible check. Okay, it is important to be aware of our thought process. Remember that thoughts are the language of our mind and the emotions are the language of our body. So our mind sends our body a signal, and that's how we show ourselves to the world. So if we have a level 2 energy mindset, we will have level 1 results. But if we have a level 10 energy mindset, we will have a level 10 results. So your thoughts become your reality and your energy flows where your attention goes. So if we're saying, oh, I'm so scared of making those calls, that's where energy will go, right? And if we say, I don't have anybody to call, that's where our energy will go. But if we go like, yay, it's my hour of power, I'm going to be making my calls, this is going to make me money, this is my time, and I will have my appointments, then we're good. Remember, Appointments is what makes us money. So we talked yesterday that the average income of a person that's a professional person in the US, an average income per year is $47,000, and you can't make any more than that. Well, that's a lot of money for Mexico, right? And I'm sure it's a lot of money for other places in the world. You can change this to 4,000. You can change this to 20,000. You can change this to 3,000, right? Depending on the country we are at. But if we are at a job that has a fixed salary, there is no hope of moving any further than that kind of money. So we're stuck in a 9 to 5 in a job that's 8 hours. So I would like to ask you, have you ever thought that dedicating 8 hours to your job can give you a limitless income? That means time management and sticking to your schedule. Would you like to make that kind of money? Would you like to make the kind of money a doctor, a lawyer, a hot shot from Silicon Valley makes? Hundreds of thousands of hundreds of dollars? It's possible. Some of you make them. I have some millionaires in my group, right? So what is that depending on? Your thoughts, right? What makes them highly specialized? Their skills. And what is their thought process, their time management, their money-making activities? Do they have a lot of limiting beliefs, bad habits? Do they execute? What makes them different than you? Really, not much, right? Just their consistency. So what makes them truly specialized? And that's mindset, the quality of their thoughts, working from the inside out, growing, upgrading your operational system. If you change your phone, why not grow our thoughts? And always be learning. The core of their goals, that's their why, their purpose, your passion. Why are you doing this? It's important to have a goal worth dying for. Like the movie Robin Hood, where Morgan Freeman, the Prince of Thieves, where Morgan Freeman asks Kevin Costner about Marianne, remember? And he says, okay, is she worth it? And Kevin Costner says, she is worth dying for. So you have to have a goal that really moves you into massive action, and never forgetting it. Write it like in your bathroom mirror. My why, when I started in coaching 5 years ago, is still alive, and I love it, and it's there always. If you would like to know it, ask me, and I will let you know. Focus. Get ready to take a stand. Yes, am I ready? Or no, is it too hard? It takes a lot of my time. I want freedom. Okay, freedom without money, that's not freedom. What is stopping you? What is your focus? Does it give you clarity? Is it consistently tied to your execution and actions? We are in the business of lead generation, lead conversion, lead follow-up, feed the dragon, remember? Feed the dragon so that we have a lot of leads to generate a pipeline, so that we have a lot of escrows. We need a pipeline. We need to grow our pipeline. What does a top producer do? Consistently feeds the dragon. And we need to get past the bullseye. What's the bullseye? Going on appointments. Going on appointments. We need to go on one qualified appointment a day. This is a work in progress, right? We need to go on one qualified appointment a day, one daily appointment to make that kind of money that we need. And here I explain that if we're getting to momentum, we're still not really running hard enough. Perhaps we can make 4 to 6 transactions a month, right? But if we hit momentum, or we have a team, or we're very focused, we can do far more than that. Let's imagine, remember, you need to adapt this to your reality, that each transaction gives you a $5,000 or euro or real or pesos check, right? So every time you go on an appointment, you're cashing towards that. And if you get really good at your conversion rate, perhaps you have a 40% conversion rate. Imagine, right? So I say here that if you go to 5 qualified appointments a week and you close 2, you'll be getting $2,000 a week or more. Get to stabilization and you'll be hitting 100,000 or more. But if you do half the appointments, you won't get half the money. The reality is that you will get far less than half. The compound effect of your consistency is what's gonna get you there. So we get to stabilization, and then we do quantum leap, and then we do mastery. Remember the 6 phases of mastery? So mindset, goal, focus. Of course, execution, getting into action is key. How do you get to 1 daily appointment? Your 4 core prospecting actions, and being on the phone, being on the phone, being on the phone. Every time you tell yourself you didn't make your hour of power because you were busy with something else, you're losing money. Don't sell yourself that story. So we're gonna look at the Bob Kuiper plan, that when he started on coaching and real estate, he was like kind of broke, right? But he made a commitment to his coach to go on appointments for 200 straight days. And here's his story, and here's the formula, right? This is the Bob Kuiper plan. This is exactly the schedule. We need to know what to say. Remember, what you say matters. So important. I sent you a video on that. You need to know your scripts. You need to know what you're gonna say. That'll give you lots of confidence, and it'll get you to the other side. If you have a team, have your team do it. And go ahead, right? Do this. I will send you this document so that you can even go through the Tom Ferry show that talks about that. You have to work smarter, not harder, or you want to work smarter, not harder. 80% of your success starts in your head. Skills plus bull's eye. Let's make a simple math. 20 appointments a month in 5.5 months, that is 110 appointments. If you have a 25% conversion rate, you can easily net more than 25 transactions for the end of the year. With a $5,000 check per transaction, that is $125,000 in GCI. Adapt and make the math to your level of production, conversion rate, and team. So how are you going to use your time? Do you want to have flexibility, or do you want to make money to have the flexibility, right? The beauty of mindset, goals, and focus and prospecting is making money. Money takes care of almost all our problems and personal issues. So we have to so that we have the time to take care of our health and our valuable relationships. What do you choose? Remember this. You cannot have a flexible schedule, a flexible life to make money, because then you won't make money. You need to make money to have that flexibility. You have to work first all the conditions to make the money for your business, so that then later you can work in your business. Does that make sense? So I will send you these. Please remember the call on the 24th with Kate Fairchild. It's at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Central time, and you add to Central time, you add 6 hours for Portugal, 7 for Europe, You add 1 hour for Dominican, 1 hour for Curacao, 2 hours for Brazil, and I hope I'm not missing anybody. And if I do, remember, you're always in my heart regardless. Let's make this the best year ever. You are in coaching to make it a different way, not your own way. Coaching is a long-term relationship. Every great player needs a great coach, and I am always here for you. Thank you, guys.